What's going on, Star Wars nerds? Let's dive into this bad boy. Start by saying that just because I'm wearing black robes does not mean I'm saying I affiliate with the Sith. We'll get into that in a minute. All right, so I just got my tickets. Where I live, there is an AMC theater, and they have what is called the AList. I would just like to say as a critique, it would be really great if the AList operated much like the Disneyland app works, which shout out and plug, because that's where I got my black robes. I went to Galaxy's Edge, which at Disneyland, amazing. If I ever feel the need to do a review of that, I will. But right now we're doing a trailer breakdown of Star Wars. And again, I wish AMC was a lot like Disneyland, because it would be really great to, if my girlfriend can't get on the cell phone right away, it would be nice to be able to just link her account through AMC like you do at Disneyland, going, okay, you are now a part of my party, and I'm signing us up to be in a line for this and that, and reservations for this and that. It'd be great if AMC AList could do that. Because if she can't get to her phone and I want to go to the movie with her, I'd like to be able to just go, doot doot, and then everything good to go. Speaking of Galaxy's Edge, that's where I got my robes. I wanted to go with black because black is an awesome shade on robes, and that's where I got my lightsaber. I went with spiritual. The reason why I went with spiritual is because I wanted my character, myself, to resemble a time period when Jedi Order's gone, and I want to practice on my own because I believe in the Grey Code.
Do not presume to tell me my path when you walk yours blindly. The Force existed long before the Jedi and the Sith divided it into light and dark.
And speaking of the Grey Code, let's dive into this movie. Holy shit, by the way. Oh my God. Waiting in line, and then got home after getting tickets, and that was all fine and dandy, and getting ready for dinner, and I go, oh my God, you know what? A trailer was supposed to have dropped during the ticket sales. So of course we had to watch it on our big screen, and it blew me away with how much was involved and certain things that are being done. I can say that it's still, to a certain extent, not full confirmation that Senator Palpatine, aka the Emperor, aka Darth Sidious, is back. Yes, it's a guy in a cloak. Yes, they're having Darth Sidious' voice over the trailer. That's still a lot of misleading information. They can still be messing with you. You don't know. This is what Disney likes to do. They like to tease you, get you thinking about one thing, and then when they show you the movie, it's either completely different and it rocks your world, or it's completely different and you're like, why did you put that in the trailer? Like a certain thing. I wanted to post this because I feel like I have to talk about this theory about C-3PO. He's got cords connected to the back of his head. They're doing some wiring and tinkering back there. But in the trailer previously, if you recall, he has red eyes. So what my theory is that it's a reboot of his systems. But I think and feel like the reason why they're doing that is to attempt to find his wiped memory before, episode 4, A New Hope, around the end of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So I feel like that's what that's going to tie into. Just a theory, just a thought, because in all honesty, you've got 2 droid sightings. The medical droid is in the back of all of the people. He's sitting in the background, and then a battle droid is sitting in the background of C-3PO from episode 1 and 2, and, well, technically 3 as well, I guess. So I think that all in all, that scene, that setting is all a callback to the prequels. So that is my thought process on that. Now on to other things. I think that Rise of Skywalker and a shot of Kylo Ren and Rey fighting together against I don't know what. I think that is a sure sign that during this movie it's going to be Rey trying to convince Kylo that what he's been doing is wrong and he should return to the light side of the Force. Or because of his own grievances and because, well, you know, she doesn't have much of a mentor now anyway. I think this is going to be a sign of the Grey Code. I firmly believe in the Grey Code, and I think there's going to be a lot of fights between that and arguments in terms of what to believe. So, of course, you know, you got to have the Sith, Darth Sidious, convincing them to join him.
This is why the Jedi will never achieve peace. You are a fool to listen to your masters if they tell you there is only one way.
While at the same time, he's going to probably fight them, if that is in fact Darth Sidious. But ultimately, there's going to be lessons that go towards just practicing the Force in its entirety.
There is no power a Sith holds that a Jedi cannot choose to wield. You must be strong enough to master the Force in its entirety.
And because this is the end of these 9 movies, I think this is going to be lessons towards just practicing the Force.
The Force does not control you, young one. You saved your guardian using something you thought was abhorrent. But your motives are still aligned with the Jedi Code.
Regardless of Sith, or whether it's the dark side or the light side, just practicing the Force. So those are my thoughts. Super excited to see this movie. Super excited to go to the theater dressed like this. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I hope you all had a great time watching the trailer. Let me know what you think and your thoughts on what I said about C-3PO in the comments below, as well as if you are convinced that this is now Darth Sidious. Yeah, bright suns to all of you travelers, and may the Force be with you. I finally got to end a video like that. Dope. Oh, and make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, hit that little bell so you get notified when I post a video. And of course, biggest thing of all, check out Geek Boots, because coming November, every episode is going to be revolved around Star Wars. We're going to do what we did with the MCU, and we're going to do the Road to Star Wars marathon. So that's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about each trilogy for each week, and we might, if there's time and we have the capability, we're also going to discuss the Sith and the Jedi and do kind of a history of and discuss and debate and give our thoughts about that. So it's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. It's going to be great. May the Force be with you.
Hands on the controller, shaking fingers poised over the button. Each tip glistening with sweat and quivering in anticipation of the moment in which you push the button!